Yo, what's up? I go by the name of Sino, Chicago hip-hop artist, and I just do music. I write, perform, and record, and I've been doing my thing for like the last 12 years, but I've been writing and rapping since I was about 11 years old. I got serious about it back in like 1999, I want to say. I just got on the music scene and kind of was listening to the artists that was out at that time, like Crucial Conflict, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Snoop Dogg was really big back in that time with his first album and everything. And just listening to these old school cats, Big Daddy Kane, even going further. The music, I was just driven by it, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to rhyme like these cats because I thought what they was doing was just spectacular. So I picked up the pad, I picked up the pen, and I just started writing and coming up with my own lyrics and kind of formulating stories and talking about the things that I was doing growing up in the hood that I was from. So kind of picked up like that. And as you go along doing it, people just start, you know, telling you to keep going and don't quit. So that's what I did. If I can explain my musical style, I mean, I just do me and I do what feels good, because you can't really go in the studio and try to force it because it's not going to come out right. You know, I feel like it's only good music or bad music. And if you're just going to go in there and be half prepared or just try to write your verse like right in the studio, sometimes it's cool, but not all the time. You kind of want to have a feel for, you know, what you're going to go in there and just do what feels good, you know what I'm saying? You might set the vibe. Like I might write a song and just sit on that song for a few weeks after and practice it until I'm comfortable with, you know, performing it, and then I'll go in the studio and record it because I feel like it'll come out better like that. So like my whole style is just I would just say conscious hip hop. I talk a lot about growing up in the hood, which is where I'm from, you know. It was real grimy growing up and making it, trying to get through high school, and I was in between two different gangs, and every day it was just a struggle trying to survive. So I talk a lot about trying to get up out of the hood. Like right now, if you know Chicago, the violence has just risen dramatically, and it's only so much, you know, partying, killing, drug slanging that one man can do on a record, you know. And it's just, I feel like it's just time for people to hear more of the truth about life and what life is all about. I just wanted to be something, you know. It's all about the future as well, the youngest. They don't have a positive message to listen to, you know, then we don't know where we're going to end up in the future. So I just try to bring a different light and let people know that, you know, you don't have to talk about drugs and partying and smoking weed and drinking, you know, all the time. If that's what you do, that's what you do, that's cool. But I mean, for me personally, I just like to talk about success and making it about the good. And of course you want nice things, you want to live nice, you want to live comfortably, but you got to understand the hard work that goes into that. And you got to understand what it's about, helping others and whatnot, and trying to make it. Style and Substance, my first solo project. It's 16 songs. I have a couple features on it. It's original material as well as some sample material. It's just a mixtape. And the inspiration behind that whole project is that I always wanted to come out with like that hot solo album. And some of my fans may already know that I started off, I was in a group, and I parted ways from the group to pursue my solo career. And I just knew, you know, that it was time that I wanted to come and hit hard and just show the people, show the fans, the people who support me, the real supporters, how talented I am. And so the inspiration behind Style and Substance was just me dreaming big, which we all got big dreams, just making it. Of course, I wanted to stay real lyrical because I've always been a very lyrical artist. So I kept it lyrical, but also had that musical element in it, because I have a big thing for like live instrumentation, and I feel like the live songs you can really rock and do shows. Like off the meters because of the instrumentation. You have the band backing you up, so a lot of the songs have that live feel to it. And a lot of the songs and the verses that I have on Style and Substance was just like things that I was going through at that time, recording the album. You know, I talk a lot about relationships in the album. I talk about that sacrifice of not really being able to spend the time you want to spend with like family, because you are out on the road doing shows, you are in the studio a whole lot, so you don't get to share, you know, that time with the family. It's very seldom that you get to do that. So a lot of that I talk about is Style and Substance. So all of that is an inspiration. I mean, just living life is the inspiration behind Style and Substance. And I packaged up Style and Substance like myself. Uniquely, I came up with the whole concept of it, and I arranged all the songs and all that, and I just wanted to just hit the fans real hard and let them know, like, this is what time it is. Sino, I'm here trying to hold it down, you know what I'm saying? And doing it all musically, talking about a real message and just giving the people something different. That's all. Check it out, it's your boy Sino. This is my project, Style and Substance. It's available now. Just hit up my website, newsinomusic.com. That's Newsino music.com. And you can just download the mixtape for free. I mean, there's hot songs on here, hot production. Got a few features on there, holding it down, paper mill, symbolic. I mean, this is just real hip hop. So, you know, I'm very excited about this project. What I'm working on next is my next project is currently untitled, but I'm already like 3 or 4 songs in. I got some hot production. I can't reveal right now who's doing this mixtape with me, but it's going to be certainly slamming. And I appreciate you all for supporting me and holding it down with me. Chicago, stand up. I'm just trying to make it happen. Real hip hop, Sino.